To avoid being disturbed by Hiccup, he chose a rather unique way to sleep. When he woke up, he saw Hiccup drawing on the ground. Curious, Toothless quietly walked behind him and discovered that Hiccup was drawing a picture of him. Without hesitation, Toothless grabbed a stick in his mouth and started scratching random lines across the ground, trying to create his own drawing. Hiccup stared at it for a long time, but had no idea what Toothless had drawn. He climbed to a higher spot to get a better look. The moment Hiccup stepped on part of the drawing, Toothless became completely unhappy. Hiccup lifted his foot, and Toothless's expression changed again. Then Hiccup carefully walked around the drawing in a circle and finally stood in front of Toothless, reaching out his hand. This time, Toothless didn't refuse. Instead, he gently touched Hiccup's hand with his nose. Toothless had just made his very first human friend. Hiccup had made a very special friend. His name was Toothless, and his favorite food was fish. Because his left tail fin was damaged, he was trapped inside a small canyon. After returning home, Hiccup built a new tail fin for him. Hiccup was truly talented when it came to creating things. After working all night, a beautiful tail fin was finally completed. Early the next morning, he carried the tail fin back to the canyon with a basket full of Toothless's favorite fish. Toothless was delighted and happily started eating the fish, but when he saw the device, his face instantly became nervous. It turned out that dragons were afraid of electric devices. While Toothless was enjoying his meal, Hiccup attached the new tail fin. After finishing his meal, Toothless spread his wings and immediately took off. Caught completely off guard, Hiccup could only hold onto his tail. Before he realized it, he was already in the sky. Since the new tail fin wasn't fully opened, Toothless couldn't control his direction. Hiccup quickly opened the tail fin manually. Together, they flew thrillingly through several mountain peaks. However, precise turns still required adjustments to the tail fin. If they failed to control it properly, both of them would fall into the water. Although the flight didn't last very long, Hiccup knew that with a few improvements, soaring through the sky would no longer be just a dream. That night, Hiccup built a dragon saddle and also created a tail fin control hook. He installed several gear settings on the control rope. This time he wouldn't fall off during flight. To make speed adjustments easier in the air, Hiccup modified the foot pedals with a gear shifting mechanism. Then he tied Toothless down like a kite and used headwinds to test different gear settings. Afterward, he took notes and made corrections based on the results. This was their first complete flight after upgrading the equipment. First, they tested low altitude obstacle flying. Next came the ultimate challenge, high altitude flight. Following his recorded settings, Hiccup shifted the mechanism into 5th gear. As soon as it was engaged, Toothless rapidly climbed into the sky. The speed created an incredible sense of acceleration, but when they reached a certain height, Hiccup's flight notes were suddenly blown away by the wind. He quickly told Toothless to stop. Hearing the command, Toothless immediately stopped flapping his wings.